Made it to Ershm Meadow. All right, we're out here on the Dusy Ershim, starting our scouting trip, and it's going to be a beautiful day. There we are right there, start of it, and here we go. Should be beautiful. It's absolutely gorgeous out here. Nice and windy, so hopefully it'll keep the bugs away, and yeah, should be a great trip. All right, so far no issues. We're about, what did I say, a little over a mile in, which is great. And yeah, so far so good. It's beautiful, nice and cool and windy, and yeah, beautiful day. All right, I'm approaching the high point for the Dusy Ershim. It's been very uneventful so far. Wonderful hiking. It's absolutely gorgeous out here. Yeah. Here we are, the top of the world, for the Dusy. Absolutely gorgeous out here. There's probably my last view of Thompson Lake. Man, it looks quite full. That's the Silver Divide behind it. Gorgeous. Here's the first tree down across the trail. We're almost, what would I say, about 2 3/4 miles in on the trail. And yeah, this is a pretty big one. Looks like it fell off of that guy. Well, let's get it recorded. It's our second tree down. It's just the tip though. Not too bad. Tree number 3. There are the cows out in the meadow at lake camp. Probably get a better view when I get around to the lake. All right, I'm at the outlet of Lake Camp Lake. You can kind of see it through there. And the fish are jumping in the stream right now. Looks like it's a little lower than last year. And I should be able to cross pretty easily. We're at Lake Camp, elevation 9,240. You can see the cows on the other side of the lake. Oh, there's some ducks out there. Look how beautiful this is right now. There's all the cows we saw earlier. Some ducks right there. And there's some beautiful scenery. It's absolutely gorgeous here. Well, I made it to Mallard. Got my food up there. Got my tent set up over there. And now I'm gonna go hike down to the lake. Mallard Lake, elevation 9,560. It's absolutely gorgeous here. The last bit of winter is still hanging on. I would imagine this is probably the only snow I'm going to see this entire trip, but maybe not. Morning on day 2. I'm out on the trail already, and it's been a pretty uneventful morning so far. Just the stellar jays squawking at me as I walk down the trail. It's a beautiful day, nice and cool. Excited to be out here today. Hope you guys are having a great day as well. And yeah, it should be beautiful out here today. All right, coming up the first sand flats out here. I always think this is a neat that you come out of the forest right into these big sandy areas. Trail signs up, that's good. Beautiful out here today. All right, we made it to Ershm Meadow, and the creek I need to cross looks to be about the same as it was last year. Not too bad, so. Go over here to cross. It'll be a little easier. Made it across. All right, our first big tree across the trail today. old dead snag. Shouldn't be too hard to get out of here. All right, another tree across the trail. We got another big tree on the trail. Directly across. It's an old one, so it should be easy to saw through. All right, we are coming up to Divorce Rock. It's been pretty good today. Only a few trees down. Here we go. All right. Not so bad on foot. I don't know about in a 4x4 though. Here's our first major trail crossing. If you head that way, it's Rock Meadow, Court right. And then if you head across the way, it's Long Meadow and Summit Lake. I'll be by Summit Lake tomorrow. But yeah, and also the Rock Meadow way, that's heading towards the Dinky Wilderness, and you can head up there. So, glad this looks good. We have finally been able to see Black Peak. Right through those trees right there. Means camp is close. Such a beautiful spot. Look at that. What a great day. Day 3, just leaving night's camp. It was a nice night. I'm glad I put my fly on last night because it got down to 37 and I had frost all over the tent. But other than that, I stayed warm. It was nice. And yeah, heading out for the day. So the goal today is Thompson Lake. And so that should put me close to about 10 miles or so on trail, give or take some. Have a few stops today. Gonna stop at East Lake. Gonna stop probably near Summit. And maybe another one along the way. So, should be a great day. First tree down for the day. Broke into a few pieces. Let's get it recorded. We are at beautiful Rodeo Meadow. It's a nice little spot here. And you got a pretty good view of Black Peak right there. Beautiful day. This was probably my best shot of dogtooth all day. Look at that. North side of dogtooth. Super cool. Tree number 2 for today. We're almost to East Lake. It's a good sized one too. This mama duck is super protective. She's just swimming back and forth in front of me, like keeping an eye out for me, or keeping an eye out of me. Her little ducklings are somewhere in the reeds across the lake already. She's just like patrolling, looking at me. Got another tree down. Looks like a big one with a couple different branches that are crossed. All right, we are about halfway done for our hike today. I just took lunch by a creek that I usually stop at every year. It's pretty reliable for filling up water and a good shady spot to eat something. The mosquitoes weren't too bad. I don't know, man. Mosquitoes are not as bad as they were last year. And I don't know if it's because I treated my clothes really well, wearing my dragonfly that's lost its wings, or maybe I just got lucky. I don't know. But it's awesome out here. Trail's going good. Not a lot of issues. Very minimal issues, I should say. Just a few trees here and there. But we'll see what happens. Next up, Hot Springs Pass and Summit Lake. And then shortly thereafter that will be Thompson Lake. And that'll be it for the day. All right. All right, we're at Hot Springs Pass. Not much of a pass, but it calls it on the map, so it's a pass. Smooth sailing from here for a while, and we're coming up on Summit Lake as well, so we'll try to get a sneak peek at that as well. You can see Summit Lake through the trees right there. See if I can get a better look at it here in a little bit. Oh, I just scared a buck, a small one. Still had the velvet on his antlers, but he was a good size wise. It's the first deer I've seen this entire trip. If you ever hear me talking about a corduroy, this is what it is right here. It's usually logs cut over a kind of a low spot where the water kind of flows through, so vehicles can get across without really damaging anything. Let's get the view from Marmot Poop Rock. Not a bad view they have here. I think that, if you're looking straight at it right there, that's gonna be like the Devil's Bathtub, and then to the right, Graveyard Peaks, which I climbed last year. So just below that would be Edison Lake. And then right over here somewhere down lower is Florence. Man, it's a beautiful day. This is all the area that I've traversed already. Just a little bit more to go. You can see through the trees here. These are some of the lakes to the east of Summit Lake. So I guess you'd call them the Upper Summit Lakes. I didn't realize I could see them from here. Kind of cool. Finally got another tree down. Kind of a big one. It's kind of a mess here. We'll get it taken care of. Interesting looking tree. Look at that big old knot. Looked like it was bent and twisted, and it still went straight up. The power of nature. Another tree on the trail. Got it written down. Running into a few trees right here at the end of the day, so got another old dead snag that fell. We'll get it marked down. Another tree just before camp. And you know what? Looks like I might have another one. We'll see when I get over there. Let's mark them down. This is just insane. Looks like this tree split in two. One big side fell that way. The other side fell that way. And that part's in the trail. Wow. Wonder what caused that to split apart like that. That's kind of crazy. Here we are at Thompson Lake. A really, really beautiful lake, but it's really swampy all the way around it. Such a beautiful place. Love it out here. Good morning. Day number 4, I think. Yeah, 4. And just leaving Thompson Lake campground area. Now I'm heading up to Thompson Hill to check out the restrooms and fire pits up there. And then we head down Thompson Hill, the section of the Dusy. So today it's going to be about give or take 10 miles, and should be a beautiful day, all downhill from here for the most part until I get to Courtright. And then, yeah, just beautiful out here. Loving it. First 2 trees of the day. I think we're still just barely left Thompson Hill. Our first look at Courtright. I'll be all the way down there. Where Dusy Creek enters the lake today. That's where I'm heading for. Our second area of fallen trees, 3rd tree overall. It's a good one. Mark it down. All right, here's our 4th tree for the day. And a big branch too. Mark it down. All right, I just scared up another deer out there across the creek. I think it got away though, before I can get any footage of it. Oh well. The first of the domes are starting to come into view. I'm getting kind of close. That's exciting. Getting good looks at the domes now. This is the one with the old man facing it, but we'll get a better look at that down the trail a little bit more. And there's the other one. Let's keep going. All right, there's the old man. Leave a comment if you can see it too. All right, if you didn't see it before, here's another angle. Look at that face. There's a really big trout right there. We're coming up on Dusy Creek, the Dusy Creek crossing. Oh yeah. Beautiful. I've made it to Courtright. Look at that. It's a windy day today. Just finished having lunch. Now it's time to finish the Dusy off. Just a few more miles left. This is our 10th tree today. By far the least amount I've ever encountered coming down Thompson down to Courtright. So we just got a little bit to go. Hopefully not too many more. On the shores, beautiful Courtright. It's Eagle Peak right there. And over that way, you're getting Brown Mountain Three Sisters, and then Dogtooth right in the middle. And then if we go all the way to our right, Leopold Dome. Man, it is a beautiful day out here. Made it to the top. Just gotta walk down Chicken Rock. As you can see, we got Courtright behind me, Eagle Peak. Trail's just behind me. And that's Maxon. Man, it's been a great trip. A lot of fun. The weather was absolutely beautiful. A little windy today, but clear skies. It's absolutely gorgeous. Well, thanks for watching, and we'll see you soon. Day 5. Just left Chamberlain's camp and heading back to the Maxon trailhead to finish my trip. Had a really good camp last night at Chamberlain, and shared the camp with some wilderness rangers, Joe, Jackson, and Damon. It was awesome talking to you guys last night. It was a great camp, and yeah, we hope to see you out there soon. Made it. Absolutely gorgeous.